Hello and good evening. Welcome to Edward T. Harvard Gymnasium at Vineland High School, Asulta Building. You're watching the JV Vineland Wrestling Squad take on the Millville JV Wrestling Squad. My name is Evan Roman, and I'll be your commentator for both JV and varsity tonight. Here we got a JV 100-pound match ready to go. 106, 113-pound match ready to go for you. This JV squad looking to show their coaches what they can do for the future and the future of the team. And Millville trying to lock up a cradle. Vineland able to kind of square out of it. Recovers the back. Vineland looking for hands, rip up and out, but Millville able to keep applying that pressure. Oh, Vineland committing the cardinal sin and reaching back. Forced out. They're going to reset center. Vineland down. Vineland looking to get up and out, but Millville still keeping that pressure down, chopping that arm.
Now wrestling.
Millville getting him closer to his back, looking for that half Nelson. He puts a boot in on the left side, puts a boot in on the right side, double boots. He's riding that leg. Full Nelson. Caution, full Nelson. A full Nelson, folks, is an illegal move. You're not allowed to put both hands under the arms and behind the head. It becomes a caution. You could possibly break the opponent's neck. So refs are super conscious of that. Don't want to get, a wrestler unnecessarily hurt. Millville keeping with that chop on that right side. Really, chop on the left side now. Really putting him down to the mat. Vineland still fighting for hands. Needs to be careful. Get put on his shoulder blades here. Millville still applying that pressure, putting both boots in. Really applying that pressure now, making sure that man is flat on the ground on his belly so he can't build back up to his base and get back up. And that'll end the first period 3-1, Millville up. Millville defers. Vineland takes it down. Vineland needs to get up and out. Millville going to keep chopping the other side. Chopping the left side. Got a 2-on-1. Keeping him down. Vineland almost able to get out, but no. Getting close to his shoulder blades. Kind of looks like a mousetrap. Millville with 4 back points. JCIL, the Vineland wrestler, looking to get up and out. Another half in with his legs ridden. That Vineland's flat as can be. That's a pin right there. Millville with the pin there for the first JV match of the day. Next JV match looking about 157, 149, 157, somewhere in there. Here we go, underway. Millville looking strong on top. He's got a collar and a tricep. Vineland taking a bad shot there. Millville applying that pressure downward, keeping him sucked under. Not a good position to be. You can get out of it. There are ways. I know that Vineland drills a couple ways to get out of there, how to recover a shot from that position. I know a couple college wrestlers do it as well. They use that as a good way to set up a shot. But just Millville being able to be heavy at this weight class and keep that head down and sucked under.
And for Vineland,
Nice and strong,
Nathan Travelli.
keeping his weight on him. Good little fake there. Oh, he gets caught by an ankle and taken down. 3 for Vineland. Puts his head down, able to get the Nelson in. Vineland is the half Nelson in. Now he's grabbing in hand and making sure he can't get that Nelson. Nelson put in again, the half Nelson put in again. He's getting put to his back. He's pulling that head up to make sure those shoulder blades are flat. He's just got to take his time and settle here in a pin for Vineland. Look at that. As they shake hands. Second match for JV Vineland results in another pin. You see a lot of pins at these JV weight classes. It's just the nature of the game. Here we go. Looks like 215 coming out on the mat. Possibly heavyweight. Millville wrestler looks a little bigger than the Vineland one. Now, these heavier weight classes tends to be all upper body, a bit slower. Just looking for position, looking to contain as much energy as possible. Ankle pick, good. 3 points. Goes to a front headlock. Maybe working that position a little better, trying to scrunch him up. Covers his hips again.
Now wrestling for Millville, Jonathan Marita, and for Vineland, Al Garcia.
There he goes, flattens him out. Millville trying to build back up to a base. Vineland hooking that leg to keep him down. Grabbing hands. Good little defense here. It's hard to see from this angle what exactly he's going for, but it's starting to look like a power half. Coaches are telling the Vineland wrestler that you might be a little too high for that half. Trying to run that half from the other wrestler on his base. Not the best way to run it. There are ways that you can do that more effectively. Rolling him up. 27 seconds on the clock. Covering again. Able to break him back down flat. Coach is telling him to run in a circle. He's got that bar in. 4 seconds left on the clock. I don't think he's going to be able to get him to his back. There he goes. That's time. First period over. Vineland 3, Millville 0. Vineland chooses bottom. Now it's very important at these heavier weight classes for you to get up and out like that. There he goes, right to a front headlock. Doesn't get that one yet because didn't completely disconnect from the other wrestler. Neutral, 1 for Vineland. 3 for takedown. Double whammy right there. 7-0, Vineland. Flattens him out again. Trying to work it from the side. Vineland wrestler should really cover here. Put his weight on him, make him feel it. Wrestling heavyweight and wrestling 215 it tends to be a good way to wear your opponent out and be able to pin him later on. Kind of make him feel the weight. He's digging. He's got a 2-on-1 underneath. Looking for a half. Millville being defiant and not giving it up. Vineland able to get that bar, that Michigan. There he goes. He runs it. Now he just needs to work it carefully here, not to compromise himself. He should really reach over and grab that other tricep and suck it underneath, so he's able to really roll him to his back. Now he's got another bar. He needs to be careful not to chicken wing it. Watch out, he's reaching over. It's a bad idea for the Millville wrestler. One appendage still in. Still in the circle. There he goes. He's flat. Pin. Good work with 18 seconds left. Vineland JV squad wins another. A little bit of awkwardness here from bench to bench. They don't know if they're going to send out another JV or not. It looks like that might be it for JV. We'll take a short break at this intermission and come back with varsity.
At this time, the Vineland High School Athletic Department would like to give a big thank you to tonight's wrestling official who makes this match possible. Your dedication, hard work, and commitment ensure that every match is fair, safe, and enjoyable. Without you, none of us would have the opportunity to wrestle or watch the great sport of wrestling that we all love. We appreciate all that you do to keep the spirit of sportsmanship alive. Thank you for your services and passion. Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to Vineland High School for tonight's matchup between the Thunderbolts of Millville High School and the Fighting Clan of Vineland High. Coaches for Millville, head coach Jason Belinsky, assistant coach Christopher Harney. Coaches for Vineland, head coach Jake Homiak, assistant coaches Aiden Rodriguez, Steven DeJesus, and Dave Homiak. Trainer mat side, Mr. Dave Reckenbach. And now, let's get started for tonight's lineup. For Millville, at 106, uncontested. For Vineland, Santino Majinski. At 113, for Millville, Connor Poswet. And for Vineland, Chase Borley. At 120, for Millville, Ruben Cruz. And for Vineland, Carmine Phillips. At 126, for Millville, Joshua Roman. And for Vineland, Chad Shore. At 132, for Millville, Jason Wright. And for Vineland, Jaden Sinkowski. At 138, for Millville, Patrick Tall. And for Vineland, Joel Acosta. At 144, for Millville, Caden Medina. And for Vineland, Alejandro Calderon. At 150, for Millville, Ryan Tepper. And for Vineland, Isaiah Rosario. At 157, for Millville, we have Jared Hoffman. And for Vineland, uncontested. At 165, for Millville, Marquise Allen. And for Vineland, Noah Cruz for Lionel Pound. At 175, for Millville, Tristan Brooks. And for Vineland, Matt Torres. At 190, for Millville, Braden Catlett. And for Vineland, uncontested. At 215, for Millville, Jaden Jones. And for Vineland, Joe Egby. And for Millville, at 285, we have Octavian Spence for Alexander Figueroa. And for Vineland, Noah Drummond. Please stand and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening. Welcome back to Edward T. Harvard Stadium at Vineland High School Salta Building. You're watching the Vineland High School Varsity Wrestling Clan go up against the Millville Varsity Thunderbolts today. I'm your commentator, Evan Roman, and thank you for watching tonight. We have a good matchup shaping up here. Out of the past 4 years, Millville has won 1, and Vineland has won 3 in a row. The past 3 years, Vineland winning it straight. Although Millville this year has been doing pretty well in their conference in the Cape Atlantic National, 7-0 and 17-4 overall. Vineland going to the Cape Atlantic American has been having some difficulties, 0-4 in the conference, and Vineland overall 2-13. Vineland coming into this a little injured, a little battered, a little beat up, but it looks like we're starting with 2:15 today. Get the heavier weights done and over with. For Vineland, Egby, Joe Egby. And for Millville,
now wrestling at the 215-pound weight class for Millville, Jaden Jones. And for Vineland,
Jones.
Joseph Egby.
Looking to get this one underway. Here we are, straight to the action, heavy up top. 215s tend to be heavier up there. Bigger weight, more to move around, bigger consequences for shooting. You shoot a shot and you don't get it. You're getting sucked under a lot of weight there. Goes for a shot. Egby able to defend, looking for a trip, straight to his back. Egby looking to get out, trying to roll out of it. He looks flat as can be. Pin for Millville immediately. That puts Millville up 6 points overall. That's the name of the game right there. Now going up to 285 pounds, heavyweight. For Vineland, Drummond. And for Millville, Figueroa. Both
Now
younger
wrestling
wrestlers.
up to 285-pound weight class. For
Millville gets that headlock. Vineland getting sucked under. Very quick start. The heavyweight for Vineland, Donnie St. Jean, is out on injury currently. And it looks like they're going to get another pin here at the heavier weight classes. And Vineland able to rotate out of it. 4 back points for Millville with, ref stops it. 4 back points, caution, double Nelson. Vineland wrestler getting too ecstatic. Got too excited there. Looking for that pin, accidentally did that full Nelson. Full Nelsons can be dangerous. That's why they are not allowed in folk style wrestling. He's able to pull that ankle, get him flat again. He's looking for that half. Got a power half in. Circling. Vineland, Drummond able to pull that off. Figueroa trying to get that other power half in again. Just gonna try and hammer this home here. Vineland needs to grab a hand, look up and out, although it's harder with the power half. Vineland able to start building back up to a base. Grabs an ankle again. Kind of looked like he just gave up on trying to get up once he grabbed the ankle. The name of the game here when you're on bottom is to try to keep that head up. Millville trying to secure another power half. That would be 3 out of the day. Vineland able to get out of it again. Vineland trying to build back up to a base again. Drummond up and out, 1 for Vineland. 1-7 on the scoreboard, sorry, pardon. 2-7 on the scoreboard. 2 for Vineland, 7 for Millville. They're circling. Starting to look fairly tired here in the first period. Bigger, thinner guys. Usually you get either the shorter, heftier guys or you get the taller, bigger guys. These guys look more fit for 215 than heavyweight. Drummond takes a bad double leg attempt. Millville has choice, they defer. Vineland takes neutral. Coach is telling Drummond to keep circling, looking for those shots, looking for those angles. Drummond backing up. Not in a position to do so. Millville looking a little high here. Bad double leg again, completely flat. Millville able to jump back. Vineland's got to look to circle here. 3 secured for Millville. Getting closer to Tech territory here. Vineland got to keep that head up, but Millville making it hard to do so. Another power half secured. Looking to put Drummond on his back. Drummond able to trying to circle. Getting close to a pin here. Fighting to stay alive. Trying to not get pinned. That's flat. There it goes. There's a pin for Figueroa. Another 6 points for Millville. Millville coming in here to prove something, that they're here to stay, that they're contenders after having 2 bad years back to back. Now we go down to 106 for Vineland. Accepting the forfeit, Santino, and for Millville forfeit, bringing the team score to 6-12. Now wrestling at 113 for Vineland, Broadley, and for Millville, Posselite. Please excuse me if I pronounce that name wrong. Oh, looks like a penalty, for possibly a wristband being worn, a hair tie on the Millville's wrestler's wrist. In the rules of wrestling, you cannot have any jewelry in whatsoever. Nothing on the wrists, nothing around the neck, nothing in the ears. It looks like they're about to iron this out. Millville team might get penalized for that on the varsity side. Explain the pre-match rules for wrestling real quick in high school level. Each wrestler must have headgear. Their shoes must be tied and taped. No jewelry whatsoever. And if you have braces, you must wear a mouthpiece. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Straight to the action here. These lower weight classes tend to be very wiry, almost like a cat fight. They're ear to ear. Either or with the better position here. Vineland, Boardley with the throw by, getting 3. Got to be careful here. Millville try to get that. Oh, Vineland throwing that by, trying to get to his hips, trying to cover those hips. He's lifting him up. Millville trying to hang on by a thread. Kind of reaching behind. Not a good position, tries to throw him by. Good Lord. There he goes, Vineland being nice and gritty, not letting him get to his back. Or rather, not giving up his back. He's working it from the side. He's got a hooked leg, trying to run his head into the side, try to flatten him out before he starts working what he needs to work to get that pin. This is really shaping out to be a tough, gritty team varsity match today. Looking to run it. Looking to run it. He's covering again. He's grabbing that ankle, grabbing that tricep, trying to flatten him out. 15 seconds-ish left on the clock. Millville trying to reach over. Not a good idea. It's a cardinal sin in wrestling. There he goes. He's grabbing that leg up again. Back to neutral. Millville gets that escape. Vineland up 4-1. That's the end of the first period. Vineland getting the better of that exchange there. Broadley showing some good wrestling there. Almost got caught in a bad position, but he's able to not give up to his back and able to wrestle out of it. Millville showing a little bit of rookie mistakes here, reaching back, not doing what he's supposed to do. So now he's trying to get up and out. Broadley tried to get that mat return. Since he's a little bit of a shorter guy, he should really work on trying to use different ways of taking somebody down rather than lifting, because taller guys tend to just usually stay on the ground anyway and control their weight pretty well if you're a shorter guy. Broadley needs to get his head out to his side, able to pop his head up and around, covering his hips, getting 3 points. Trying to work on a cradle. Looks like he gives that up pretty quickly. Looking to run that water pump, running that head into the tricep and running that wrist down to break him down. Millville almost out here. Broadly hooks a leg here, won't be able to. Neutral, escape for Millville, making it 3-7, Vineland. Broadly taking his time here. Nice single leg, good job covering the hips, getting 3 points. Good work, let him up, he's cutting him. Coach is telling him to cut, he cuts. Tries to pass that elbow. Another double, there he goes. His head in between, he really needs to get that head to the outside so he can turn that corner a little quicker. But he's able to complete the shot anyway, just out of pure spite. Beautiful thing to watch. That leg is, ref gives him 3. Hips are covered, giving him 3. 11 seconds left. Millville trying to reach over. Ooh, goes right over. And it ends. Wow. What an exchange there at the final few seconds of the match. Broadly still showing some really good wrestling. Millville starting to look a little tired here. Broadly, not as tired. Goes for another double. Really needs to be careful with putting his head underneath. Should rather, if he's going to go for these doubles, put his head in the center of the chest. They call for another cut. He's wrestling on the edge. They go out of bounds. They're going to reset here in the third period. 1:40 left on the clock. 16-5. Here they go again. Good little single leg here. Needs to cover. He'll pop his head out and he's got 3. There he goes. 3. Millville, or Vineland. Broadly cuts him again. Tries to work that same single leg again. Goes to the switches to the other side, trying to switch for more of a double leg. Needs to be careful here. Millville just looking to defend. Vineland looking to get this pin here, or looking to get this finish. Sorry, folks, making a lot of mistakes today. Ooh, needs to be careful. No points yet. 3, Millville. Starting to get tired, Broadly. There he goes, 43 seconds left. Doesn't want to make a big mistake yet. Needs to be careful here. 19-9. Man, this is a really high-scoring affair. Probably one of the higher-scoring matches I've seen in a long, long time. Vineland gets 3 again with 20 seconds left. 22-9. Insane performance with Broadly with the shots and the setups. Another double leg, takes him down again. He cuts him. Wow. Look at that, what a high-scoring affair. Looks like a tech fall, 25-15. With 15 points over, that's a tech fall, putting 5 team score points up, making it 11-12 overall for team score. Good almighty, 25-10. One of the highest scoring affairs I've ever seen in high school wrestling. Here we go up to 120 for Millville. Cruz. And for Vineland, definitely not Phillips. Phillips is going to be in the 130, the 126 class, it looks like. Sorry, folks.
Now wrestling at the 120-pound weight class for Millville, Ruben Cruz.
I have a little consistency in my sheets here for the weight classes. They have a tendency to switch things up. Well, more Vineland side because of the amount of injuries they've taken. It looks like we're getting to action Immediately, Millville trying to throw that headlock right off rip. Millville, Vineland with that headlock, and he trips him. Oh, wow, cradle here. I did not see that coming. Trying to get him to his back. Needs to be careful here, but that looks flat to me. He needs to be careful not to pin himself, but it looks like he's gonna get it. Just needs to take his time and settle. What a setup there. I was not expecting the cradle to be happening from there. Watch. Needs to be careful not to pin himself. What an exchange here, folks. Needs to be careful and settle, not pin himself. Oh, man. I was holding my breath. He's careful. Needs to be careful here. Pin for Vineland. Look at that. Whew. Had me holding my breath there. That was, this is quite an interesting exchange. This is shaping up to be quite the duel here. This is looking pretty good here. Very exciting, very exhilarating. For 126, Carmine Phillips. And for Millville, Roman. Pardon, I'm sorry to the Millville wrestling team. I did not get your first names on the varsity list, so I apologize for that. Carmine Phillips taken down. 3 for Millville. Roman really getting heavy. Puts a half in immediately. Dragging it to his back immediately. That's a flat man, but maybe Phillips able to get out of it quickly. Roman resets. He's working a bar now from the one side. 3 points on standby. 3 back points on standby for Roman. Puts him to his back again. Pin for Roman Millville. Man, this is really getting down to the wire. 18-17 team score overall. Now for Vineland. Chad score. And for Millville at 132, Wright. Let's see what these guys can do. Wright pushing score to the line immediately to the outside. Wright working the inside. Start locking up.
Right, and for Vineland, Chad Shore.
Wright trying to get on a single leg immediately. Chad able to roll out of it. Good work. Tries a lat drop. Make sure to get his head out. Jeez Louise, look at that mat return right there. 3 points for Vineland. He cuts him, lets him back up. 1 for Millville. Wright just pushing him. Chad trying to go for that single leg. Need to be careful. Both of these wrestlers look a little high. Score, getting that single leg, working it. No points awarded yet. Trying to run around in a circle to break him down. Needs to pop his head out to one side to be able to get that shot done. But Wright able to get an underhook here to kind of control that. Needs to be careful. He's trying to grab a leg to get him to his back. There it goes, Score grabs the leg again. Shore grabs the leg again. Wright trying to scrunch him up. Chad able to get a double leg here. He's covering the hips, straight to his back. Needs to be careful here. Shore should have capitalized on that opportunity, but you know, when you're in the trenches, you know, you're just worried about getting those points first. He's got a half in. trying to work that 2-on-1, chopping again. Wright tries to Granby, end of the period, does not let him go. So that puts Vineland, puts score up 6-1. Sorry folks for switching in between games. It's just been, this match is just something else. I don't think I've ever seen this good a performance from either of these two teams. These two teams are really out here fighting for it today. It's a beautiful thing to watch. Millville right on bottom. Shore on top, trying to chop that left arm. Looking for more of a cradle. Wright trying to do a headlock throw. Shore does a good job defending it, making sure he doesn't throw him over. Shore looking like he's getting a little tired. Tries for not the best setup shot, kind of fakes it. There he goes, he lifts him right to his back. Jeez Louise. Looking to flatten him out here. Needs to bring him back more. He's more of in a front headlock position now. Just kind of laying on him, make him feel the weight. Push a little time. You eat up some of that clock. And he pushes him out. 4 back points for sure. Putting it up 13-2. Man, another good match at 132. Beautiful thing to watch here. Right on bottom. Shore covering. Chops him right off the whistle. Looking to work that head lever. Kind of a tricky position to do. Millville trying to suck back and get out, but Shore able to cover. Trying to work that head lever from the left side again. And it looks like it's breaking him down. It's a painful position to be in. Hurts to have a head being drove into your tricep. But Wright able to get out, up and out. Shore on a double leg, covers. He's got the points. One a pendant in still. Looking like a good exchange here. Clock still running, they're still in bounds. Ref, 1 stalling on green. Oh. Millville taking it, Wright taking his time, maybe looking to eat up a little bit of that. Injury clock. I don't know, it didn't look like he got hurt specifically. Maybe looking to get a little bit of a break. But who knows, weird things have happened. Get that injury time running. The trainer's not coming out, you know, it just looks like a bit of a break. Torres getting Shore some water. Shore wrestling quite a good match here. They're up 16-4. Team score, Millville 18, Vineland 17. They've all been pins and techs so far. It's really been a good back and forth today. Really enjoyed watching these two. Coach Jake demonstrating to Shore how to make sure he doesn't get caught up in a bad position or how to finish one of these pins that he's had multiple opportunities to do today. Not necessarily his fault, just difficult to make the guy, you know, stay on his back. Wright shoots a single leg. Shore trying to make sure he doesn't get taken down. Able to stall to the end of the period. End of the third, 16-4. 2 minutes left to go. Wright taking his time. Looks kind of defeated out there on the mat. Lazy shot. Gets him caught up. That's a painful position right there. That doesn't feel good. Got to be careful. Trying to reach around. Covering, throwing that headlock. Got a half. Looking just to settle. Needs to take his time, settle. Make sure he gets to his back. That's flat. That's a pin. Another 6 for Vineland. Looks like they're straightening something out with the refs, maybe. Pin stands. 6 for Vineland. Looks like they messed up on the scoreboard here. It's supposed to be 23 team score for Vineland, 18 for Millville. Jaden Sinkowski coming out for 138. Straight to the action here. Sinkowski trying to get that ankle pick. Pardon me, but I cannot read what's on this weight sheet for the Millville side, so I apologize to the Millville team. Forced out of bounds. Working back center. Fake from Sinkowski. Locking back up. Millville pushing him to the edge. Tries to go for a fireman's or a duck under there. More of a duck under. Fireman's, he would have gone straight over. Sinkowski looking to defend, maybe pull him out of bounds so he could get called for being out of bounds, get out of that bad position. Wrestling from the front headlock. Out. Sinkowski pushing him back now. A little change in action. Coach is telling Sinkowski to just get to it, start working his stuff. Millville with a fake. Sinkowski fakes back. They're having a good little hand fight here, circling. Just looking for angles for each other. Sinkowski goes for a single leg. Not able to really secure it. Millville got a front headlock secured. Sinkowski reaching over, grabbing that other opposite side lat. Millville goes for a trip. Misses it. Pushing out of bounds. 11 seconds left on the board. Feeling each other out, pulling each other out, seeing what happens. Sinkowski had a 2-on-1, switches to 1-on-1 each, goes for a double. Nothing too significant there in the first period, just kind of more feeling each other out, which is usually the standard for wrestling. They kind of just feel each other out for the first period. But this one has just been, this duel has just been, you know, very high energy, very good action from both teams. Been a very good duel ever since. Jumping, or caution on green. Looks like jumping the whistle. Sinkowski covers. Action, chops on the right side. Kind of just working here, seeing what he can get. Looks for a trip. Sinkowski able to hook a leg to make sure he can't get out. He's got to spiral in. Millville Granby's gets the reversal too. Those aren't super common either. Sinkowski looking to get out now, trying to create separation. Can't. Ooh, caution on Millville. Chicken wing. Got to be careful with those shoulder joints. Coaches of Vineland telling Sinkowski up and out. Gets chopped on his right side again. Millville hooking legs. Sinkowski able to get his leg out. Sinkowski looking to circle up and out. Millville making it difficult with that bar. Lets go of the bar. Goes to a tight waist and hooks the leg. looking to grab the tricep and for the other side, roll him up. Sinkowski needs to be careful here, needs to not go to his back. Bad position here, looking to roll out of it. Good exchange here. Sinkowski fighting. Millville with the bar. Three back points for Millville. Sinkowski able to save himself from getting pinned.
You got 10, Kai.
He's out. Needs to be careful. That's time. Millville coming out on top in that period, 5-0. Still time for redemption. Sinkowski, good at cradles, was a longer wrestler. But Millville just seems a little bit more short and compact, stronger, really putting down the weight. Seems pretty technically sound too, able to make sure he doesn't get ankle picked. Tries to go for a little duck under, it looked like there, but he just gets sucked under. Millville got a front headlock, looking to try and twist it. Goes behind, chops the right side. 3 points, Millville. He's got his wrist sucked under across his body, taking one limb away from the base. That's what you want to do. Millville looking to run a head lever. First time we've seen that from their side. Millville secures a bar. Trying to secure a wrist on the other side. Trying to punch that across his body. Using his, looks like his leg there to kind of push his head back to try to pin him. Sinkowski getting sucked under here. Needs to be careful. Looks, he's flat. That's a pin. Millville putting Millville up 24-22. Like I said, folks, this is going to be a really tight one today. Coming out for 144. Alejandro for Millville. Alejandro for Vineland. Mendez for Millville. Little slow start here. Mendez going straight for a double leg, able to get a single leg. Alejandro hooking that leg, almost getting thrown by. Trying to go for a headlock, almost does get it if he's able to keep the feet in. He's not able to. Work back center. Alejandro getting that double leg, almost gets rolled over. Ooh. Trying to settle here. He's got a hook in. He's got an overhook in on one side. He's trying to make sure he settles for a pin. Mendez able to get up and out of it. Mendez has that leg hooked. Alejandro looking to break him down again, grabbing that opposite tricep. Flips him to his back. Now just needs to take his time and pin him. Be careful not to get too high across his body. But that's a pin. Vineland, Alejandro getting it done. Mendez pinned in the first period. Putting Vineland up 28-24 in the team score. It's been pin for pin, it seems like here, besides that one tech that Vineland got. Now going up to 150. Looks like Vineland is not going to forfeit 115. It's going to send somebody out, hoping for the possibility that they don't get pinned. See how this goes. Rosano looks like for 150, and Tepper, last name Tepper for Millville.
Now wrestling at the 150-pound weight class for Millville, Ryan Tepper, and for Vineland, Isaiah Rosario.
Oh, sorry, Rosario for Vineland. Sorry, my pronunciations aren't the best today. Millville with an underhook and a collar tie. They're ear to ear. Millville goes for a double leg, able to drive through 3 for Millville. Looking to run his head for a cradle. Needs to kick his leg out. Make sure he doesn't get cradled. Come on. Millville has got that pretty tight. Rosario fighting for it. But that ain't gonna happen. He's flat on his back, almost. There he goes. Millville Tepper with the pin in the first period. Rosario pinned. .157 now for Vineland and Millville. Looks like I got a little blood on the mat there. And this is a very quick developing. 157 forfeit for Millville. Putting them up 36-28. Let's hope the final couple of weight classes are able to make that deficit a little closer. It's going to be hard. Vineland has to really fight here, but good thing they got 3 heavy hitters in these next 3 weight classes. 165. Lionel Powell for Vineland. And for Millville,
at the 165-pound weight
Allen.
class for Millville, Marquise Allen, and for Vineland,
Powell, the duck under. Can't get it. Look for a single leg. Still under. Allen has a bit of a headlock there. Powell able to try and get a 2-on-1, 2 hands on 1 leg. Allen tries to throw him over. Powell able to get himself out of a bad position there. Goes for that low single, covering his hips, trips him, able to get him down. 3 for Vineland. It's a good low single by Powell. He's got a 2-on-1 again. Needs to get his head on the other side, kind of sucked under there. He's able to pop that head out of that pocket. He's able to turn that corner. Allen making it hard though, grabbing that opposite ankle. Allen really putting heavy on that head. Millville coach is yelling at Allen to do a crossface. Powell able to drive up and out. Allen did not get the escape there. So there he'll have to set down. But Powell elects to let him up, giving 1 to Millville. There's no interest in doing the top-bottom game today. Hand fighting. Ear to ear. Powell with a collar tie. Allen with 1 wrist on the left side. Allen goes for 2-on-1 and then exchanges. Oh, Powell goes for inside trip. Out of bounds. Barely didn't get it. Powell trying to go for a shot here. He gets sucked under. Allen grabbing the opposite ankles. Grabbing both ankles now, preventing Powell from getting the shot. End of the first period. Powell comes out on top, 3-1. Allen tries to get out. Lionel Powell grabbing the tight waist and ankle. Allen tries to hook a leg there. Powell tries to headlock throw, steps to the other side, trying to get him flat. See if the ref elects for back points. Looks like he does not. Arguably didn't have enough control there. Powell has his wrist across the body of Allen. Just gonna push him out here, it looks like. Gonna just put that pressure on top. They go out of bounds. Allen hustles to referees. Powell covers. Chops. Not so much chop, kind of more putting his weight across his body. Powell looking to do that head lever, abandons it, goes to the opposite arm. Grabbing a wrist. Looking for a cradle. Looking for a cradle. Is he able to secure it is the question. No is the answer. Neutral, 1 Millville. This is not what Vineland needs right now. They need a pin. 20 seconds left on the clock. Powell goes in for another single leg. Allen able to grab the opposite ankle, preventing him from hooking that leg to complete the shot. But Powell still elects to try, drives through, almost gets caught under, but able to recover 3 points right before the end of the period. 6-2. Millville, or Vineland on top. Slow to action here. Allen starting to look a little tired. He's got a double mouthpiece in, makes it a lot harder to breathe. Allen tries a reshot. Powell capitalizes, reshoots as well. Powell got a 2-on-1. Allen grabbing that opposite ankle again. Let's see if Powell can finish again from this position. Looks like he's going to elect to try. Stalemate called by the ref. Allen able to get a 3-point takedown here. 6-5. Allen looking for a power half. Able to secure it. Powell able to strip it off again. Allen got a 2-on-1 on that left arm. Looking for a cradle. Let's see if Allen can secure it, unlike Powell. Allen cuts. Powell trying to trap him there. Powell looking a little defeated out there right now. Let's see if he can muster up and wrestle his last 35 seconds here. I think they elected to give Powell the takedown there. Powell elects that the best defense is a good offense. Trying to go on another single leg, making him defend these last couple of seconds. Let's see if Allen can capitalize or Powell can capitalize. This is a close match here. The crowd's going insane. screaming and yelling, making sure they're finished. The ref not electing to give three. Three right before the end of the match. Look at that. What a difficult exchange there. It's not what Vineland needed, though. Vineland needed that pin, and it looks like they're not going to be able to get it, but it does put them in a good position if they get another pin here to get it done. We got 2 weight classes left. Noah Cruz going out at 175. And Tristan Brooks coming out for Millville. Both very tall, very strong for their height and weight. Ought to shape up to be a good match. These two have a history, I believe, losing to each other a couple of times. Noah immediately with the headlock. Tristan Brooks looking for that roll around. Try to throw him back over. Right to work. Cruz looking a little high. Weaves it like a boxer. Tries to capitalize on that missed shot. Brooks got him in a headlock position and an underhook. Cruz just looking to be careful here. Tries to go for the trip, but Cruz able to avoid. Keep in mind here, both coming off injury. Brooks has been back in the varsity lineup for a little longer than Cruz. Cruz, this is his first match back from his injury. So we might not see the best performance out of Cruz. But Brooks, however, he's going to bring his A game tonight. Millville coach is telling Brooks to snap, and he tries. Cruz has his leg taken, looking to wizard, looking to possible headlock throw. Tristan able to get the takedown. He gets high. He's got to be careful. Look at grabbing his arms, but he's got a headgear violation here, it looks like. Cruz doesn't look to be in immediate danger, but is struggling. There he goes. Throws him to his back. What a wild exchange. And he covers, looking to just take his time here and settle in. Look, and a pin for Vineland. Look at the way that ended. Good match. Just Cruz looking, he was a little more patient with his positioning. Putting Millville in a really good position, or putting rather Vineland in a really good position to win this. The final weight class, 190. Matthew Torres with a hip injury coming back. Looks like the Millville wrestler isn't faring much better with a shoulder injury. Let's see what happens. Torres doing pretty good down at 75, but they elect to bump him up to 90 to see what happens, and he immediately gets to work, getting his 3 right off the whistle. Looking to put in boots. Ride his legs here. Millville grabbing his legs.
And for Vineland, Matthew Torres.
Callett wrestling for Millville. Really grabbing at his ankles here. Kind of looks like he's trying to take off his shoe, but it looks more like he's trying to shelf it across his body so he can turn around and reach around like that. But Torres not electing to let that happen. Gets caught high, but he's gonna fight this as hard as he can. Callett getting caught in a mousetrap, possible mousetrap. Let's see what happens. Torres needs to be careful not to let Callett's head slip up and out, electing him to give the 3, or rather, probably the 2 for a reversal. Torres looking almost like he wants to hang on for a stalemate, bringing his leg across his body. Taking his time here, really. Making sure he doesn't make any positioning mistakes. Looking just to keep Callett at bay. Callett able to recover, reversal 2. Able to get a half, but Torres spins out of it. Looking to go up and out. Callett trying to get a cradle. Torres grabbing the leg instead, trying to circle back around. What an exchange. Torres, that's a pin man, that's flat. Ref should have called that. Callett kind of pinned himself in that position, but got lucky. The ref didn't call it. 3 for Matt. Torres pushes him out. What an exchange there. Keep in mind, Torres coming off an injury, weighing in at 175. Callett looks like the bigger wrestler, bigger, stronger guy. But Torres just able to keep it technically sound. Looking to work his top stuff. Needs to be careful here again, grabbing the legs. Not a great position. Gets a reversal to his back, and the period ends. The period ends. Period ends close, but no cigar. It's a 2 for a reversal, and I believe 2 or 3 back points for Millville. Let's see what the official corrects it to. Right now it stands at 4-5, Vineland up. Now with 2 back points, Millville up 6-5. They're trying to figure it out. Flip a coin, Millville defers. Vineland goes neutral. They meet in the middle here again. Start working, hand fighting, trying to feel him out. Goes for a single, sucks it up. Can he finish? I think he can. There he goes. No points yet. He needs to get control. Callett with that overhook, that wizard. Let's see what happens here. Torres coming out on top with 3 points. Putting pressure on the head, kind of harder to do on a heavier guy. Torres getting high again. Putting boots in to try to make sure he doesn't get reached around again. Come on, there he goes. Callett able to get back around. Torres on bottom again, 8-8. Callett putting all his weight down on Torres. Keep in mind, Callett does have the weight advantage, as Torres is bumped up from 175. Callett trying to work that head lever. Torres working to his base, not able to get out. This is close. Torres needs to get up and out. Callett trying to work that bar, but Torres refusing to turn over. Maybe if Callett jumps to another side a little more. Torres trying to fight to stay alive. Potential chicken wing here. He needs to be careful with that bar. Needs to be careful here. Trying to walk that bar over. Torres not letting it happen. Looking to just keep stalling on bottom. Keep him from turning him over. It's a close match, 8-8. Third period ending. I think Callett got the better of that exchange, but Torres able to keep up, 8-8. Torres looking a little tired, having to carry all that extra weight than normal. Keep him down and pin. Torres looks like he was debating whether to get back up. Looks like his hip might be bothering him. Cuts him. Now he needs to work his offense. Needs to get him down and stay on him and not get high again. No points yet. He needs to cover. 3. Torres looked like he's in pain. I think this might have been a mistake from Coach Jake to put him out there. I think it might have been too soon. Let's see what Torres can do. He doesn't look like he's faring too well. He looks like he's in pain. Torres refusing to give up that pin. A minute left on the clock, and I think Millville's gonna have it, but not by much. as he keeps trying to work that bar. Torres refusing to give it up, admitting defeat, but saving his pride by not getting pinned. Just fighting to not get pinned. Looking to run that bar. Matt Torres looking to fight to stay up. Is he able to pull it off? No, he's able to get up and out, but time called. 9.2 seconds left. Very close. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they elect to do a gentleman's agreement and just give up, or let's see if Torres goes for a pin. Double leg. Takes him down. No points. 3 for Vineland. Let's see what happens here. This might be a tie. We need to see what happens to see if this goes into overtime. Let's see what the official elects to do. Man, even down to the wire in the final seconds of this duel. The official elects that they have won, that Torres could not get the 3 points before the end of the match. Valiant effort by Torres. Just that injury, I think, was too soon. Millville breaking the 3-year streak in a row. Coach Jake not looking too happy with this decision, but settling to agree with it. They line up with your final team score being 39-37. Millville breaking the 3-year tie. It looks like Millville is on a streak. On behalf of the Vineland High School, or the Vineland District Broadcasting Team, I'd like to thank you for tuning in today's stream. Hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful night. God bless.